The PFL has released the official trailer for Francis Ngannou versus Renan Ferreira. PFL Battle of the Giants goes down on Saturday, October 19th.
Be on the lookout. Francis Ngannou and Renan Ferreira brace for impact.
Yeah, coming in.
The baddest man on the planet is Francis Ngannou.
Right where I live.
Let's talk about Problema, a Brazilian knockout machine.
I feed my fam. I feed in the meter. They got
The
the iron
most
when I
feared
got this
heavyweight
thing.
on the planet.
Coming in.
A clash of titans here. With the championship.
Coming in. Shoot that shot. Hey, why not? Make it stop.
Alex Pereira and Anthony Smith have squashed their beef. Alex sat down with Anthony in an interview with ESPN. Alex said, "I am thankful to you for reaching out. Ever since you spoke to Glover, I don't think there is any malice. There's no bitterness about the back and forths that we had. Today I'm much better. I feel really good." Smith replied, "Aside from the competitive rivalry, or whatever it was before, I've got a lot of respect for you. I'm a big fan of your game. I love watching you fight." Alex responded, "Some people can't imagine it because sometimes we talk a little bit of trash on the internet or even because of a rivalry, even with the people I've already fought. I always try to bring close to me because I'm a guy who's evolving. I think these people can help me and I make the most of it." Khalil Rountree teases that he has a secret weapon for his fight against Alex Pereira. In an interview with Megan O'Leary, Khalil said, "I definitely do have something that's never been seen before ever. When I was talking to Joe Rogan and I told him, yeah, I have plans to do this hopefully in my next fight. At the time, I didn't know that I'd be fighting Alex. I was like, I don't know when I'm going to fight. I don't know who I'm going to fight next. There are guys in the division that I see it working on 100%. There could be a possibility of this move, this technique happening versus Pereira. It's definitely possible. Am I hunting for it? No. If it presents itself, everyone will know. Oh shit, that's it. That's what he was talking about." Aljamain Sterling believes Khalil Rountree is a very dangerous fight for Alex Pereira. Aljo thinks people are writing Khalil off too soon.
Now, Khalil Rountree, fun fighter, explosive. I think a lot of people are writing him off too soon. This is light heavyweight, 205. Anything can happen at this weight, and it only takes one shot. I know some people, I think I've heard some people saying that they think Khalil's too slow for him. I don't think either one of these guys are the most quick twitch, fast guys out there, but Khalil is very explosive. And we do know Pereira, when he connects, he has just dynamite in his hands. We understand all of that. So that's why, for me, this is a very dangerous fight for Alex Pereira. You don't know what's going to happen. I'd be lying if I said I know what's going to happen. If I'm going to say technique for technique, who's cleaner in that stand-up department, even that's a toss-up. I would say Muay Thai, strictly Muay Thai skills, just kickboxing, Muay Thai, elbows, step-in knees, and all that. I have to favor Khalil Rountree. I think he's a little bit more on the technical side and more pronounced there, where I think Alex Pereira is just more, I don't want to call him a brawler, but he's more of a kickboxer. Those low calf kicks that he goes to really damages and slows guys down. And then you got the hands and the power that he has. And he's not, I don't feel like he's the most combination guy. He lands one shot, he'll maybe throw 1, 2, or 3 punches and put them together. And then Khalil, I feel like he's more of a 1, 2 or a hard jab. For me, it's really a pick'em fight. I don't know if anyone has the clear edge.
Recently, Daniel Cormier stated that he doesn't think there's a chance either John Jones or Stipe Miocic will take the fight against Tom Aspinall. Anthony Smith disagrees and believes Stipe would fight Tom. Smith said, "I think Miocic will. Anytime I've ever had conversations about this kind of stuff with Stipe, I know that I think in this whole media world, not just Michael Bisping and I, but the media in general, and the UFC and everyone that talks about it, they make it seem like Stipe really gives a shit. He doesn't really give a shit. He's barely a fighter. Like, he doesn't have the mentality of a fighter unless he's in there actively fighting. He doesn't talk about fights. He doesn't really watch them that much. He trains every single day, but he's just not immersed in this world at all. He wants to beat John because everyone else says that John is the best. He couldn't care less about John Jones. He just doesn't. Whether it's John or Tom Aspinall, he's going to train about the same. It's not going to really change much. He has the mentality where it's not about what the guy is going to do and how I'm going to react to it. His whole mindset is flipped. Here's what I'm going to do, and he has to deal with it. That's how Stipe's mindset has always been. So whether it's John or whether it's Tom, it doesn't change anything for Stipe. He's like, it's not my identity. I am who I am. Yeah, okay, I was the champion of the world, and yeah, I want to be that. I want to beat John Jones, and yes, I want everything that comes with it, but I've also made some money. I've done my thing. I'm a fireman. I'm a regular guy. I'm a blue-collar guy. I've got money in the bank. I've got a wife. I've got children. I'm not concerning myself with this circus on social media and all of this bullshit. I'll be out doing my thing. I'll be looking after my family, and then when the time's right, I'll jump on a plane and I'll fly to New York and I'll fight the greatest fighter that's ever lived. And if I beat him, whoop-de-f***ing-do. And if I don't, so be it. Kamaru Usman says despite Stephen Thompson being 41 years old, he can still put hands on most of the guys in the welterweight division. Usman admits that he himself would take down Wonderboy if he fought him. Wonderboy fights Joaquin Buckley this weekend at UFC 307.
I think this is a fun fight. It's a very, very fun fight. It's obviously it's a fight in my division, and it's crazy how like even though Wonderboy is 41, this man will still put hands on a lot of guys in that division. So yeah. It's who's willing to actually stand with him and trade hands. I don't think there's a lot of people willing to do that. I'm gonna keep it straight up. I'm fighting you. I'm gonna take it down and beat you up. I'm not letting you.
You're talking about with either one of these cats.
Yeah, I'm not letting. Yes, of course. Joaquin Buckley.
I love this matchup.
Very explosive. Very explosive southpaw. He's rounded out his game a little bit. He will take a shot and take you down if he has to. But Wonderboy, man, cutting angles and putting combinations together, ending with a kick to your face. Yeah, Wonderboy's not the guy you let stand there and start spinning on you for sure. So
yeah,
I love this fight. I could see if Joaquin Buckley does not turn into a wrestler here. I see Wonderboy getting the victory. I don't know what's next for Wonderboy if he doesn't get a win here. So I can see Wonderboy going in and pulling this win out and having a little bit more sauce left, a little bit of tread left in those tires to maybe ascend back to the top of the division.
On a recent trip to Indonesia, Khabib Nurmagomedov was asked if he would ever consider returning to combat sports. Khabib said there is no chance, not even 1% chance minus percentage. If you guys need champions, I'm helping my brothers to become champions. We have Islam champion. We have Umar, next contender. We have Usman champion in Bellator. We have a lot of champions. You guys are never going to miss me because in our team, in our gym, we create champions. You guys are always going to have a champion from our team. Don't worry about this. After defeating Benoit Saint Denis, Renato Moicano has not moved up in the rankings at all. Renato is not happy about this. On his YouTube channel, Renato said if UFC rankings aren't total bullshit, I should be ranked number 6 in the lightweight division tomorrow. Why? In the last 8 months, I fought 3 times, and I'm on a 6-fight win streak in the lightweight division with 5 stoppages. Yet ranked above me are number 10 Max Holloway, a legend, but he's at 145 and will be facing Ilia Topuria for the featherweight belt at UFC 308. Even if he loses, his spot in the lightweight rankings makes no sense. He just beat Gaethje. So if anything, he should be ranked number 3. I'll gladly take number 7 if that was the case. Number 9, Rafael Fiziev coming off 2 losses to Mateusz Gamrot and Justin Gaethje. His last fight was in September 2023. Number 8, Mateusz Gamrot coming off a loss to Dan Hooker in August 2024. Number 7, Beneil Dariush coming off 2 losses to Charles Oliveira and Arman Sarukian. His last fight was in December 2023. Number 6, Michael Chandler. If anyone doesn't deserve this spot, it's Michael Chandler. He's 2-3 in the UFC, coming off a loss to Dustin Poirier in November 2022. Since then, he's been sitting out, waiting for Conor McGregor's return, and only now has decided to fight Charles Oliveira. There's no way I'm not number 6th in the lightweight division right now. Israel Adesanya made an appearance on Adam Carolla's podcast and spoke on his past beef with John Jones. Izzy explains how it started.
Any read on John Jones, like just his head and like what kind of guy is?
I remember you had some static with him too.
We had a lot of static.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, we had static.
I find him enigmatic in that I really don't know who he is. I can't tell if he's like sometimes he does nice things and sometimes he gets in trouble.
I'm not sure he knows who he is.
That's the duality of human beings, because you just have to be smart with the way you move, because I'm no angel myself, but I'm just smart with the way I move, and I try and do more good, than I do bad stuff.
What was the beef with John Jones?
He called me out, and we actually talked about it. It was funny. It was in Vegas, randomly. He was just next to me at a bar. It was almost like divine intervention, and we were just like, oh, what the f***? Dapped up, hugged, and then we just sat down and chopped it up. And then he told me it was just because he always wanted to fight Anderson Silva, but then that fight went off, and then he just thought, I'll fight the next level, the next best thing, and it was you. So that's why he called me out. And we talked about everything. And then we had that little play sparring match, in the lobby. That was fun. And it was good. I'm a fan. I've always been a fan. But then when he called me out, then we had that static. But for me, I'm just a fan of the game.
Does he walk around 30 pounds heavier than you?
No, we're the same height, I believe, but he's just thick. He's a strong boy. A lot of leverage on him. But also, I think just the way he approaches the game, he's a really smart fighter. Like, not just grit, tough, we all have that, but he's a really smart fighter. Yeah.
A man tried to steal Michael Bisping's wife's bag today in Paris, and Bisping chased after him and got it back. Bisping posted this video to X. He wrote, "Some little snatched Rebecca's bag. Not on my watch."
I'm here in the world famous Hall of Mirrors at the Palace of Versailles, having a little walk around. But earlier today, I had to stop a crime. Sitting there having breakfast with Rebecca in the streets of Montmartre, Paris, and some little snatches Rebecca's bag, runs away. So I chase after him, get a hold of him. He had the bag already hidden in like a towel. Got the bag off him. He didn't speak a word of English, obviously. Didn't do anything to him. Got the bag back. He his pants. Poor guy. He was like, please, oh, merci. I was like, oh. And anyway, I let him go, turned around, boom, just gave him a nice little kick up the little. Anyway, got the bag back, all's good. Palace of Versailles, very, very beautiful, but I tell you what, it is absolutely packed. Anyway, see you in a bit.
And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to Full Mount MMA and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one says, "Usman, you picking a black guy shocks nobody, brother. It could be a janitor versus Ivan Drago, and Usman and DJ would pick the janitor if he's black." The second one's from Joe Hogan. It says, "Let's be honest. We know why Usman is picking Rountree." And the final one says, "Wasn't 100% sure Alex would win until Usman picks against him. Place your bets now. Khalil gets KO'd." Those were the 3 top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up.